Hi, I'm Lamin Sise, Head of Sales and Marketing, EJ Investments.
And I'm Fatmata, Sales Supervisor, EJ Investments.
We are looking forward to seeing you at our stall at this year's trade fair.
And the good news is we have a 10% discount waiting for you for our Sanyang Seaview Estate.
EJ Investments is at the GCCI Trade Fair, stall number 11 and 12.
See you guys!
EJ Investments, we have 10% discount at our Sanyang Seaview Estate this year's trade fair.
Customer satisfaction is our pride.
See you guys at our stall at the Independence Stadium.
See you there.
EJ Investments, nyin trade fair, nga 10% discount also na Sanyang Seaview Estate o Independence Stadium o alna mol taraje.
EJ Investments. This year's trade fair, we have a 10% discount for you at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. See you there.
EJ Investments, ñu ngi leen amal 10% discount ci suñu Sanyang Seaview Estate bi ci trade fair bi. Fekka leen ñu ci stadium bi.
EJ Investment, imen jogi 10% discount ka Sanyang Seaview Estate meng ilang habi ang ka stadium.
EJ Investments, we are first in property.
First in property.
Good afternoon to our esteemed members of the press. Today we are here once again at the Police Anti-Crime Unit ACU camp to update the general public on the latest happenings at the anti-crime unit. We will understand that the anti-crime unit has been busy over the period of time running after criminals and criminal activities to ensure that we put a stop to the criminality that is going on. And even if we are not able to do this, but we'll make sure that wherever crime is found, we fight against it. And for this reason, this is why today we are here to update the general public on the latest happenings as far as the activities of the Police Anti-Crime Unit is concerned. The first thing that we'll look at is a case of 3 individuals. These individuals are one Mohammed Len. Also, we have Bai Sohna, and also Malik Bayo. These 3 individuals are very organized in the way they go about the breaking activities that they do. You will understand that these individuals have conspired among themselves and then went into several homes within Kololi, within Serekunda and its vicinities, breaking into several homes. And if you look at over there where you have taken videos or footages of the items there, you will realize that there are several flat screen televisions there. These are all items that are found with these people. Also, there is a vehicle behind that you have also taken. This vehicle too is also among items that are recovered from these individuals. And also, they went into one compound where they stole $7,000, $700, 2 S9 mobile phones, and also several amount of jewelries as well. Now, what is very interesting about this individual is that they have collaborators and they have partners in crime, that anytime they conduct their breaking activities, they will involve these individuals. This is why if you look at these people, there is also another individual called Musa Ba, who was also conspiring with this individual to even sell that vehicle as far as Casamance. You will understand that the vehicle here had been recovered by the police all the way from Casamance, because when they stole the vehicle, they have sought the assistance of this Musaba, who took the vehicle all the way to Casamance to sell it out. But the effort of the anti-crime unit, the dedication of officers of the anti-crime unit resulted to the recovery of this vehicle, and today it is here. Not only that too, but during the course of this investigation, it is also revealed that one Mas Njai, who is also among them here, is also a partner and collaborator of these 3 individuals who, when investigations went further, it is revealed that the famous break-in that took place at Serekunda Bartes, so many people must have heard this, where a mobile shop was broken into and 2 bags of full of mobile phones were stolen. When the cost of these phones were estimated, it was estimated to a staggering amount of close to $5 million that was taken from this shop. And this individual here, Mas Njai, is connected to that breaking as we speak right now. Away from that too, another separate incidents also, we have some minors. Actually, these are boys that are between the ages of 15, 16, and so on. We wouldn't mention their names. But then this group of boys also are very much involved in breaking and stealing from people's homes within Ibo town, within Latrikunda and other places as well. In fact, what is most interesting about these boys is that they use a facial mask while they are operating in their breaking activities. This facial mask is also with the police. I'm sure you must have taken the video of the facial mask. In fact, a highly placed complaint we had here, an individual came to lodge a complaint at the anti-crime unit here, citing that the people who broke into his house were wearing facial masks. And if you add one on one, you will realize that perhaps some of these boys that were involved in this breaking are the ones that we have here. Investigations are ongoing. And also, another very interesting matter is the fact that we have also rearrested another guy called Mamsid Njai, or commonly known as Yabel. Some time ago, we did another media update around Bakote, where we talked about motorcycles being stolen and bought. It is the same individual. Currently, he's standing multiple trial in the courts for multiple offenses of buying stolen properties. And as we said in the other media update, we've mentioned that this Mamsid Njai is a specialist in buying stolen properties. And again, he's been caught. If you look at the items over there, you will see very expensive wristwatches over there. These watches were, he was arrested with these watches because he is still specialized in the buying and resale of stolen properties. Actually, the other updates will be given to you by the commander of the anti-crime unit. But our message is this. We definitely, a lot of times people ask the police, what are the police, crime is going on, what are the police doing about it? And the reason why we are doing this media update is to show to the people that the police is definitely doing something about crime. And what we need is the collaboration, the partnership, and the exchange of information with the general public, so that most of these cases that we are able to uncover, we will be able to do much of that. I have not seen a nation that is able to eliminate or alleviate crime on a 100% basis. But what we want to have is a society where when people's properties are being stolen, we will be able to detect whoever has done this, and we will be able to bring the person to justice. And in order for us to be able to do this, we need the partnership, the collaboration, and the support from the general public. I must submit that this partnership is very cordial of recent, because we've seen recent media updates which we have done. We've seen a taxi driver that came out voluntarily to give information to the police that resulted to the arrest of a particular suspect in a murder case. And this thing is going on, and we've seen people calling, even the anti-crime unit, calling them and giving them information. What we are saying, we want to encourage people to keep doing this, so that any crime that has happened within the four corners of the Gambia, the police will be able to detect it. The last message we want to send is to people who buy stolen properties. Stolen properties, we have said several times, nobody should be able to tell you that I have seen on a particular property written stolen, so that's why I'm not going to buy it. Or I have bought this particular property because I didn't know it was stolen. What we are telling you is be vigilant. When people come to you in the night, they're selling to you properties in the late hours of the night, you must know something is wrong with this particular property. Because if it was a clean property, he would have come to you during the day and sell it to you. Secondly, we said, look at the price of these particular items. Say, for example, you look at some of these flat screens over there, you will realize that if you go to the market values, you will see some of these things cost $25,000, more than that also. A person comes to you and wants to sell it to you at $2,500, you owe $1,500. Sometimes they even tell you, give me some amount, I'm going, and I will come back to collect the rest of the money. So when you see this kind of signs, you should be able to know that probably this person is not selling a clean property. This is why he's even so generous in even the way he's selling it. And for that reason, you should be able to ring the alarm bell and inform the nearest police about what is happening. We also know that there are taxi drivers and even drivers who are involved in transporting these individuals. We are telling you, emulate the taxi driver that had reported a matter at the police and stop transporting these people when they are about or when they are going on with their breaking activities. These are messages that we want to put to the general public, and we are sure if we get this cooperation from the general public, we will be able to secure the Gambia, and we will be able to ensure that this petty theft and crime that is going on, we will be able to stop it totally. And then one thing we want to also submit is the fact that these are youths. Definitely, it is not our pride. It is not something that we enjoy. It is not a pleasure for us to be sending these people to court and to jail. But what we know is everybody, as far as the Constitution of the Gambia is concerned, protects the rights and properties of the people. And this is the mandate of the Gambia Police Force. And we will ensure that we execute this mandate to the latter. Thank you so much.
A rise in the number of juvenile offenders lately. What does the system intend to do with these offenders?
When we talk about juvenile offenders, the Gambia Police Force, as part of the police force, we have a unit called the Child Welfare Unit of the Gambia Police Force. And when we have cases that deals with juveniles, we refer them to the Child Welfare Officers. This is a gender and child welfare unit. They will investigate, and part of their investigation, they observe protocols that protect the rights of minors, and they will take them through all those procedures to ensure that the investigation is conducted in such a manner that the rights and privileges that are accorded to the minors are being observed. And then based on these investigations, they are also collaborating and partnering with other associations and other agencies that are also into child activism and child rights protection, to ensure that in the course of these investigations, in the course of these issues that are going on, the rights of these children are being protected as well.
Just a follow-up, if you don't mind. A lot of people will see that the internal security of the country is under threat. It has no more become theft. People are literally stuck on the street and their items taken. What assurance do you have to give to the general public?
All right. We want to assure the general public. We want to tell the general public that as far as crime is concerned, the Gambia Police Force is out to fight against crime. This is why this unit is even created in the first place, to ensure that their mandate, their primary function is to ensure that they patrol and arrest all potential criminals and even people who are on the process of crime. But then we also want people to be responsible, so that sometimes crime happens because opportunity is created. And because of these opportunities, we want people to be mindful of what time they go out, especially at certain places, and then also how do they expose their valuables. For example, you have individuals, sometimes the way they display valuables on themselves is an opportunity for people to follow up and want to commit crime against them. So we want people to also take that sense of responsibility. Not only that, even at homes, how you lock your doors, how you go out, these are all things that you should be very mindful of. And not only that too, but even people who have vehicles. When you park the vehicle, you have some expensive mobile phones or cars or something, put them somewhere that is hidden, so that the passerby wouldn't be able to peep through the vehicle and see certain things and be enticed to commit or break that particular vehicle and steal the properties that inside. So these are all things that we want the people to also be conscious about. And once this consciousness is in the people also, it will also help a lot to reduce the rate of breakings, the rate of one-on-one violence, and also crimes that are going on also on our streets. Thank you so much. And then also on the final note, I think you can do this one. It's not connected to this, but I wanted to do this because it's also a situation that we are having right now. So I think you can separate them. We have a case of, I think I can just go on. You will get to understand when I go on. On a separate note, we want to inform the general public that an accident occurred at the Brusubi highway around the Brusubi police station. This accident involves a young boy. We believe he is in his, probably in his early 20s. And he was, what happened was he was on the road skiing, playing games, and a particular vehicle knocked him down. And when the vehicle knocked down, we understand that the vehicle came back a little bit when the vehicle understands that, when the driver understands that the person is dead, he decided to run away. The police currently are investigating the vehicle that is involved in this accident, and the investigations are ongoing. But also, we also have a constraint, and that is we could not identify who this individual is. people who live around the Brusubi police station area, if you have a person who is missing, you should be able to contact the police station at Brusubi or the nearest police contact that you have, so that you might be able to ascertain or confirm if this individual is a person that's your family or not. We want the general public to be aware of this. The body is already at the mortuary, and the police is continuing with the investigation to know which driver definitely has done this act. Thank you so much.
Okay, good afternoon from the Police Anti-Crime Unit. My name is Gorgim Boop, Commissioner of Police, in charge of the Police Anti-Crime Unit. I want to do a presentation of these items that are paraded here. These items that you can see here are televisions, cigarette boxes, laptops, mobile phones, carpentry tools, and as well as music sets, including a bicycle. As the PRO rightly said, 2 weeks back, we got the tip that one Mohammed Lemon involved in stealing somewhere in Kololi. And when he was apprehended, he was interrogated, and he confessed that it was 3 of them who broke into one home and then took some cash, both Gambian and foreign. And at the end of the day, they managed to secure the key of a vehicle that was parked inside the home, and then they left with the vehicle. So when they left, they could not dispose the vehicle. All what they did was they went to Jabang, hide the vehicle, and get someone consulted, who was Mr. Ba. And then with the help of Mr. Ba, they managed to get the vehicle smuggled into Casamas, where they hide the vehicle, and they were looking for a customer. So when we got the information, we tried to get Mr. Ba, and then Mr. Ba help us to get into Casamas, and then we managed to get the vehicle back. That was the 4x4. This 4x4 was owned by SMS, or is owned by SMS called Mr. Bitey. I think he bought the vehicle less than 2 weeks, and then the vehicle was stolen away from him. So they got his watch. That was the black watch over there. They got his watch, and plus 2 mobile phones S9 that they gave to one Malik Njai of the Serekunda Black Market. And then Malik Njai took these watches and the flat screen and the mobile phones to Guinea-Bissau, where he went and sold it. Malik Njai is right now in our custody. He managed to call his brother, who tried to get one of the televisions back from Guinea-Bissau, and that is that other one that is there. That other one that is shown there is the one that they brought. Now, when these 3 boys were brought in here, they also confessed that they knew somebody who has broke into the mobile shop in Bartes. So when we went into the investigation, it leads us to the arrest of one Mas Njai. Mas Njai is a resident of Tanje. He owned 2 fishing boats and 1 vehicle. The vehicle is suspected to be bought from stolen proceeds. This Mas Njai, when he was arrested, he said it was not only him who has committed this act, but 2 of them, and one was called Usainu Ture. This Usainu was at large until on this past Sunday, he himself surrendered himself into my compound. When he came, he said, "Uncle, I am here. I heard you people are looking for me." We said, "Yes, we are looking for you, because we went to your house and we could not find you." But when we went to Ma's house, this is what we found in Ma's house. This cutter that you are seeing here, this thing can break any kind of padlock available in the Gambia. This is what they used to break into the the padlocks of the mobile store at Bartes, and they carry 2 bags full of mobile phones. At the same time, this is the same tool that they use at Johnson Bar, the mobile shop in Johnson Bar. At the same time, this is the same tool that they use to break into this cigarette store, and then got all these cigarettes out. So when they got these cigarettes, what they do is they have a market readily waiting for them. And then this market are non-Gambians. They give it to them, and they will give them small money. At the end of the day, these people will go outside the Gambia, dispose these items that are sold to them, and then come and give them the rest of their balances, which means that it's always on advance payment, and if they sell, they come and give them their balance. So, but these 2 individuals who normally wait for these boys early in the morning, if they call them, they will move, and then they will give them money and take these items away, are nowhere to be seen, because when they heard about the arrest of Mas, they left the country and flew away. Now you can see that taxi. That taxi too is owned by Usainu. That taxi is believed that Ousseynou got this taxi as a result of stealing. And then in that taxi, we found this big hammer. This hammer that he will use to break every type of padlock. The moment he hit once, it's a very heavy padlock. It's nearly weighing more than between 5 and 10 kilos. It's a very heavy, hammer. And then at the same time, they have this type of small axe that they also use to break into cupboards. When they enter in your house, this is what they use to break into cupboards and then get into your cupboard to see what valuables they can get into the cupboard. At the same time, this is the spray that we, the police, are using. So they are having this type of spray, and this is what they use to rob people in the streets. When they stop you, you refuse or you want to challenge them, they will just spray you. You will fall down, and then they will take all your belongings and leave you there until you become conscious, and then you find your way. These are also hammers that were found in their possession. This cutlass too was into Ousseynu's vehicle, including this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laptops that we also found into his house, and they are all new laptops. So for these laptops, we are trying to get where they stole this laptop, but they say because the time they were getting this laptop, they are very much intoxicated at high level that they cannot even know where they break into and get this laptop. Some of the items we know their owners. 90% of the items here we know their owners because they lead us to the owners, and then we ascertain who is the owner, and then now they are called. They're already giving out statements. Some of these flat screens, they were stolen by other people as well. Like that other one, it was stolen by a boy. He also stole the flat screen and went to the black market again and disposed this flat screen. The receiver is here. That bicycle too is stolen by Ousseynou, including all these breaking items. Now, these things that you see, these things are jujus. These things are jujus. These things are normally given to them by these marabouts. And at the end of the day, what they tell them is, if you get to with this, nobody can see you until you untie them. But it's a lie. Because the time we were getting Ousseynou, these jujus were tied around Ousseynu's waist and some of them into Ma's waist and in their hands as well. So it means that, I don't know what has happened, but that day, these jujus, they failed. So these cigarette boxes, it was just like 12 boxes, but they gave some to this gentleman who is at large, and then he went to Basse and the other ones to Casamas and Guinea, and then he disposes. These cigarettes also are found in the possession of Ousseynou Touré. But Ousseynou always connive with Mas. What they do is, they will go around during the day, look for a very vulnerable shop or where they can operate easily, make it a target, call each other, and then by night, they assemble and go and break. So what happened is, Ousseynou will do the breaking. Ousseynou will first go, do the breaking, when Mas is hiding somewhere, and then after all, Ousseynou will join. If Ousseynou is ready, he will call Mas to tell Mas, I am ready, you can come in. And then that's the time Mas will operate. If you can see in the mobile shop, there was somebody who was covering his head and he was using a phone. It was Mas. He said when he entered into the shop, all what he saw was phone. So he called and said to Ousseynou, man, phone rek lai gis. And Ousseynou said, yes, phones are valuables. They are money. Please pick everything. And this boy has to take mobile per mobile, not even with the cover. Mobile per mobile. When this gentleman just left China for a business trip, and then they tried to loot the whole shop and went and gave it to this gentleman who flew into Senegal. We are doing all our utmost best to see that we follow him to Senegal, and if he can be prosecuted in Senegal, because he is not going to be extradited, we know, because of their laws, but we see what we can do and then let him be prosecuted in Senegal. So that is the taxi that he got. Another trailer is over there. You can see that big trailer at the back. That trailer was stolen by 3 people. They went and found the trailer somewhere, and then they hooked the trailer with a head and then go and dispose it to somebody who is in England, but through an agent for 250,000. And then this man gave them the money. They gave one person 180,000, And then the rest of the money, 70,000, was shared among the 3 boys who got the business. And then the main culprit flew into Guinea-Bissau too. He is not seen. You can see another freezer at the back. This boy also went to this store where he found this freezer, and then he got a cart and then put this freezer on the cart and went to Tanje where people sell fish and then dispose it there where we got these things. So I have a message too to the general public, as the PRO rightly said, that we are no supernaturals. We are police officers, and our duty here is to protect the citizenry. But people must come out to give us information so that we can do execute our duties to the maximum. Whenever they know that something is about to happen, something is happening, let them call. I have already given a number, 776-3015. 776-3015 is available 24/7. And then, if you call to this number, wherever you are in this country, I can get somebody to come to your assistance immediately. So let people come out to give information so as to remedy this kind of situation. We have some little children that we don't want to also expose, but these small boys, they are the owners of these things that you can see here, including these face masks. These face masks. At night, all what they do is they will just go and buy this liquor costing $30, is where you can find it everywhere in all supermarkets. And then at the end of the day, if they got drunk, they use raws, and then they go into people's home. If you realize that they are inside your house, they will use their knives and tell you, "Teral wala ñu jamla." And then you will hand over all your properties, and then they will go their way. And these people are just small boys. Some of them are even 14, 15, 16 years. So if little children of this age in the Gambia can engage themselves in looting a full house, what will happen if they are 20 years, 25 years? But let me assure every Gambian that the anti-crime of the Gambia Police Force is here to stop this. And we must make sure that we stop it. And it is going to be stopped. Within a very short time, as I said before, we will stop it. And everybody can bear me witness that it is now minimizing. The crime rate is going down. And we must come to a time before July. Everything in the Gambia, every type of crime will come to a halt. I cannot say 100%, but we will make sure that all these break-ins, looting, robberies will come to a halt, because we are not going to compromise it. It's zero compromise. Let me also say that the anti-crime unit is a police entity. We are not separated from the police. We are police officers, so it's open for everybody if you have any case. But please let it be purely a criminal case. We cannot be taking domestic problems. If you have a domestic problem, please report to the nearest police station, because we are so busy that we cannot take domestic problems. 2 people fight at a tap, you come to anti-crime, you report. Please, we are not saying that you're supposed not to, but go to the nearest police station. Anti-crime is busy chasing criminals than domestic problems. So I wish to thank every one of you who is present here, including the PRO, for showing out these things. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Lamin Sise, Head of Sales and Marketing, EJ Investments.
And I'm Fatmata, Sales Supervisor, EJ Investments.
We are looking forward to seeing you at our stall at this year's trade fair.
And the good news is we have a 10% discount waiting for you for our Sanyang Seaview estate.
EJ Investments is at the GCCI Trade Fair, stall number 11 and 12.
See you guys.
EJ Investments, we have 10% discount at our Sanyang Seaview estate this year's trade fair.
Customer satisfaction is our pride.
See you guys at our stall at the Independence Stadium.
See you there.
EJ Investments ñin trade fair nga 10% discount ro soto na Sanyang Seaview estate Independence Stadium moto alna mol taraje.
EJ Investments. This year's trade fair, we have a 10% discount for you at our Sanyang Seaview estate. See you there.
EJ Investments ñu ngi leen amal 10% discount ci suñu Sanyang Seaview estate bi ci trade fair bi. Fekk leen ñu ci stadium bi.
EJ Investment imen jogi 10% discount ka Sanyang Seaview estate meng ilang habi ang ka stadium.
EJ Investments, we are first in property.